And then there were 8. A World Cup that has delivered its fair share of shocks and upsets continued that trend in the round of 16, particularly the ousting of favorites Spain by outliers Russia. Neymar, seen here celebrating with Paulino after scoring his team's first goal against Mexico in the round of 16, will play a key role for Brazil in their quarterfinal against Belgium Friday. Dan Mullen, Getty Images. Whether or not the host country can continue its unexpected run will be one of the main storylines heading into the quarterfinals, along with a meeting of 4 powerhouses in a pair of games. There's also the weakness of one side of the bracket that could conceivably see the likes of Croatia, Sweden or England reach the final, none of which came into this tournament as likely candidates for the title. Brazil remains the favorite heading into this round, according to statistics website 538, with a 30% chance of winning it all. Here's a closer look at how the next round might play out over the next 2 days. France vs. Uruguay article continued below. Friday, 10 a.m. TV, all matches on TSN. France looked more like the contender it was believed to be at the outset of this tournament during a round of 16 win over Argentina, counterattacking with fluidity in a 4-3 thriller. Uruguay is a much stiffer test than Argentina, who barely scraped through to the knockout round. The South American county may not include as many big names as the French side, but the team does have world-class talent within its ranks and expertly works together to maintain a solid defensive shape, conceding just 1 goal so far. Relying on the counter will be a far more difficult approach for France in this match. They'll need more out of the likes of striker Antoine Griezmann, whose only goals thus far have come from the penalty spot. The familiar criticism that has plagued France of late, that the talent is there but the team is unable to put it together, could rear its ugly head again against a Uruguayan side that has easily gelled. Pick Uruguay-Brazil vs Belgium Friday, 2 p.m. It's the world number 2 against no. 3 in what is widely considered the most exciting game of the round, and one of the biggest of the tournament to date. Brazil came into the tournament as one of the favorites, with Belgium something of a dark horse contender. Despite the latter's high spot on FIFA's list, winning the tournament still escapes them, while the Brazilians have 5 wins to their name, a history that could play a part in this game. Belgium's 12 goals are the most by any team in the tournament, but the likes of Romelu Lukaku and Eden Hazard will be faced with a stingy defensive opponent in Brazil, which hasn't conceded since its first game against Switzerland. Brazil made easy work of its round of 16 opponent, Mexico, the only team in that round to win by more than 1 goal. Belgium survived a scare against Japan, coming back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. They can't afford any hiccups like that against the Brazilians, whose backline should make the difference in this game. Article continued below. Pick Brazil-England vs Sweden Saturday, 10 a.m. If you're looking for a nail-biter, you should find it in this match. Sweden will come into this game considered an underdog, but the team has all the tools to overcome England. They've conceded 2 goals in this tournament, both to favorites Germany, who they eventually helped knock out of the tournament in one of the World Cup's biggest shocks. The Swedes' defensive organization has impressed, and they've found holes on the counterattack to make their mark. On the other side of the field, England has struggled to create from open play since their second group stage game against Panama, and has conceded 1 goal in each of its 5 matches. The difference between these 2 teams could be the presence of a star. Sweden is without a game-changing big name, but England is not. Striker Harry Kane, the English captain, who has made it clear he's more than willing to put this team on his back in this tournament, has a prolific 6 goals off just 9 shots and currently leads the World Cup's race for the Golden Boot, the award given to the player with the most goals over the course of the month. Pick England-Russia vs Croatia Saturday, 2 p.m. The host country will hope that their fairy tale run in this tournament continues on Saturday, but Russia once again has a mountain to climb if it wants to cause another upset. Russia should take its cues from Denmark when it comes to shutting down midfielders Luka Modric and Ivan Rakitic, who control the game for the Croatians when given the time and space. Croatia cruised through the group stage, but by paying particular attention to Modric and Rakitic, the Danish were able to force penalties in the round of 16. Still, coach Zlatko Dalic will have considered what worked and what didn't in the first round of the knockout stages, too. Should he be able to get his team back to the standards it upheld in the group stage, which Croatia cruised through with 3 wins and a goal difference of 6, Russia's unlikely run should come to an end. Pick Croatia round of 16 record, 6-2. Laura Armstrong is a sports reporter based in Toronto. Follow her on Twitter, @LauraArmy.